The Civil War was not fought over taxes. The South was not economically repressed. It's time for this bullshit narrative to end. There were no federal income taxes before the Civil War. There's no federal sales tax. There's no federal property tax. There's no federal excise tax. The only taxes that existed were tariffs on imported goods coming into the United States. Now, the worst of which was 1828's Tariff of Abominations, which did put a 50% tax on goods coming into the U.S. But that was proposed by Southern Democrats. They thought if it was so outrageous, the North wouldn't vote for it. But guess what? It backfired. And meanwhile, the North is actually paying the majority of those taxes, specifically New York. Now, it did decrease England's purchasing of cotton from the South, which did hurt Southern economy. But if they would have started the war in 1828, you might have been able to use it as an excuse, but they didn't. Instead, they spent the next 3 decades dismantling those tariffs, taking control of the government, and reducing it all the way down to 15% by 1857. In 1840, they were only making $20 million on foreign trade on cotton. By 1857, it was $80 million. The South was rolling in the money. They were forcing their will upon the North. Meanwhile, the industrial base of the entire United States was affected because now they could no longer compete with English goods. You weren't the victim.